Hello, humans, and welcome to another episode of Gen X Gamer. That's right, the video game show that is not hosted by an annoying clickbaiter. We only talk about video games, the business of video games, and cover topics that mainstream YouTubers don't cover. Now, with that said, do me a favor. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and now let's get ready for the show. On today's episode... Hello, humans, and welcome to another episode of Gen X Gamer. Here we go. This is the essay. Well, Karl Jobst exposes more than a flawed charity. Where's the hate? Guys, for a long time, everybody's been talking about this YouTube mafia out there, this retro YouTube mafia made up of different people. So I wanted to delve into that topic here because if you look at the coverage of this story, as opposed to any other scandals by people who are not in the loop, who are not connected, you can see some differences. You definitely can see some differences. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to read the essay that I posted, the original draft you can find on Reddit. I put a link to that in the community post so you guys can follow how these ideas are developed in order to make these scripts. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Hit that like button for me. Hit the subscribe if you haven't done so. Believe it or not, most of the people watch my channel are not subscribers, and I would like to get it to 2,000, so let's go. All right, in recent discussions on YouTube, it appears that only a select few of creators are delving into the Karl Jobst expose, prompting questions about its significance or if it involves some of within their own circles, right? Their own YouTube circles. Over the years, prevailing conspiracy theory within the retro community suggests that there's a tight-knit group of major YouTubers that refrains from criticizing each other. This theory gains traction as evidence points to their selective coverage of stories favoring those within their clique while overlooking outsiders. Or more importantly, criticizing outsiders while overlooking their own cliques, right? I mean, we can find story after story, so I'm just going to focus on this one so I can give you specific cases. Now, let me be unequivocal here. I am not defending Tallarico's exaggerations that led to investors losing money. Comparing Tallarico's actions with the alleged accusations against the completionist by Jobst, one might ponder which is the greater offense, which is worse, basically. All right, now every piece of information that I've ever come across the Intellivision Amico, fundraising, for example, they have a disclaimer there, whether it's on the video, which most people missed, you know, that investment video, just before Tommy says, I don't lose, go back and check it out. There's a disclaimer there. And there's a disclaimer in every single contract that I've read where it says you can lose all your money. There's a disclaimer that says this company, Republic, can use the money for other things if they decide not to pay you. It's all there. You know, consumer beware. I mean, of course, you know, there was great bullshit involved in convincing these people to sign those contracts. But the information was there for you available to see and to say no at any point, right? And let's face it, most of those people that invested with Tallarico would probably do it again. They're those kind of fans, right? But it's very different than somebody saying, donate this money to this charity and this is what we're using it for, right? Those are two different things. You're not buying any durable goods with that. You're just taking somebody's word. Now, let me tell you guys, I refuse to be part of any community, right? Whether it's a retro, pro-retro, YouTube community, or any community where thoughts are restricted, where you can't be an individual, right? If you're in the pro-convention clique where you admire these guys and informing the people about their ideas, for example, a lot of them are progressives, right? And they want you to be in that clique if you want to be cool, right? You can't expose any other thoughts than a progressive point of view in order to be considered part of whatever they want to promote. You know, I don't find that to be something I want to join. And it's mostly not because of, you know, whatever ideas they're proposing. It's just I like being an individual. It's not somewhere that I want to be. Right? For me, open discussion leads to progress. And you could be on one side of an issue and learn things and, you know, turn to the other side. But if you're in a community that you put yourself in where you can't disagree, then I think you're lost for the future. And I'm not going to be part of any of that. I'd rather be an individual, and I hope those of you who come to this channel and comment as individuals. You know, you don't have to agree with me. That's cool. That's absolutely cool. All right, so Carl Jobs has brought more into this debate than just, you know, what's wrong with this charity, right? Carl Jobs brought to light more than just a charity mismanagement. I'm going to refrain from making any legal claims, and I urge a lot of you in forming opinions about whether it's this case, the Amico situation, or any other situation, to make definitive statements. And it's not legal advice. I'm not a lawyer, right? And we are not legal experts. And a suspicion does not equate to guilt necessarily, right? But as my great-grandmother said, you know, and I'm translating from Spanish. Spanish is a lot quicker. Piensa mal y acertarás cuando se refiere a dinero. Or in English, when it comes to money, think suspiciously and expect the worst in human nature, and you'll likely be right. You know, this sentiment holds true, especially when considering the gap between the perceived legalities and reality. With creative accounting, you can manipulate the truth. My judgment is going to remain reserved until I see any legal actions by anyone, right? Once I see court documents that have been filed or decisions rendered by the court, then I can form opinions. Until then, you know, I really can't, and I shouldn't. It's a good way to keep yourself out of trouble, right? I wouldn't do what Carl Jobs is doing or anybody else, because it leaves you open for the kind of situations he's involved in, right? I advocate for facts and evidence. Let me ask you this, though. If this charity was being overseen by Tallarico, would the coverage be the same? Right? Where is the barrage of articles, videos crucifying this guy? Where are the magazine articles? Right? Where is all this coverage? I'm scrolling as I'm talking right now in the background, because I'm recording this separately, and then I'm going to edit into the video. But look down the row of these videos. Do you see anyone that should be here? Ask yourself, who is silent on this? Is there a clique? Yeah, I don't think they eat their own, right? These people that are in this convention pimps, as they call them, you know, or some people call them Patreon pimps, whatever it is, they refuse, right, until the very end to comment on this. They're going to let it blow over until they say it's a controversy, and that's it. They'll just kind of brush it along because it's bad for business. It is bad for business. But where are the long-form videos on how this guy is this and that and the other from the usual suspects, right? If you're part of the get-along gang with the conventions and all this stuff, you're not making videos on this, right? You know better, right? The people that you don't see on these videos here, they know better. Is there a YouTube mafia? I wouldn't call it that necessarily, but I think given the evidence, there is a clique. There's very definite cliques in these communities where they won't eat each other. And you can go back to different controversies over the years, and you can see how they're soft on each other. But when it comes to any outsider, whether it's Tallarico or anybody else, right, that would eat them up. If it was somebody outside the retro community, if it was somebody that wasn't a prominent YouTuber, these guys would be going insane making videos, because you know they're losing out on clicks by not covering this story. In the end, I don't trust any of them, especially when they're asking for money. And neither should you. All right, guys, that's my commentary. I hope you liked it. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Remember, I have a Reddit for these essays. You can click on the link on the community post and follow it. I'm putting the links down below. There's also the Intellivision Multiverse Reddit that you can go down to. And I'll put my link for the original story on X, or Twitter, if you will. I have a brand new Twitter that you guys can subscribe to, and you'll see a lot of my memes and stuff there. Guys, thank you so very much. I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.
Did you subscribe? Did you hit the like button?
What the hell are you waiting for?